Hello. How's the church doing? This coming Sunday, I will not be with you. I am taking the Sunday off to be with family and some time in a hotel and throw my kids around a big old pool. You know, fun stuff. But the passage, the guest who's coming in is a friend of mine. His name is Trevor Main. He's a professor at Hamline University. Look out for him. All right, be spirit of hope. Give him the level of hospitality that I know you guys can afford. The passage is the prodigal son, and few passages I think, reflect the whole breadth of Jesus' ministry, quite like the prodigal son. It's only in one of the four Gospels. It's only in the Gospel of Luke. Then it's after two other stories about something being lost and being found. And the context in which the story is told, Jesus tells this story while he is eating with tax collectors, prostitutes, and notable sinners. And then there's these religious officials, and it's the first line of chapter 15 that the religious leaders mutter to themselves. Because, religious people be muttering. But the line they say is, "This man welcomes sinners and eats with them." And another pastor, not Trevor Main, but a pastor who I disagree with about just about everything except Jesus. He even shared with me an insight into that line. The whole gospel is in the critique of the religious leaders. This man welcomes sinners and eats with them. It's great. It's the whole gospel right there in the criticism. You know you're doing something right when people are complaining about you and their complaints are accurate. And for the rest of it, I would hope that you'd know it a little bit, but I can't read the text without feeling something because it's visceral and emotional and it's fast paced. Every line has it's an invitation to imagine something going on in this story. Why is the younger son asking for his share of an inheritance? How much is that inheritance? You know that the eldest is supposed to get the lion's share, but what does that mean? What does that mean for him? How rich is this dude? How rich is the father? And then you have him throwing it all away on wild living. And in a Jewish context, he's working in a field with pigs and eating, looking at what the pigs are eating and saying, that should be my dinner. How low has he fallen? And then he comes up with this confession, and that confession, and while he was far off, the father ran to him. Each line. Do you see what I mean? I have this in my bones. When he came to himself, when he became aware. When he's far off, the father ran to him, took him up and kissed him. And as the son is making his confession, he doesn't get the whole confession out. It's one of my favorite parts. We heard his whole confession. He does not get it out. The father interrupts him. I've had enough of your nonsense. Get the ring. Get the coat, the nice one, put it on his back. Get the sandals, put them on his feet. Grab the ring. And the purpose of the ring, it's a signet ring. It's the credit card. He's still the son in his father's eyes. To see that no matter how far we are, that God is always waiting to run towards us. What powerful meaning and messaging that would be. What would it be like if the church reflected that pure of heart, that desire, that compassion of God for all of God's children? When too often we are the older brother, the religious leaders in the context of the story, muttering to ourselves, And when we find out that there's grace for somebody who we don't think deserves it, we shut them out or push them out. Oh man, I should leave something for Trevor. I got to leave something for Trevor. I just wanted to share a few thoughts about one of my favorite passages in all of Scripture. And that's what you do when you have your favorite. When you have something, share it. When you have, share. And so I have my favorite passage, but I am sharing it with the preacher this Sunday, Trevor Main. I'll see you there.